All right, guys. In today's session, if you're a part of the school community, I have a couple of people that are in the school community that are going to be actually seeing me live. You're going to see me live for a moment here on the YouTube, but today's session is going to be about the mindset or mindfulness of the value of money. What is money? What is credit? And especially biblically speaking, what is the foundation of that as well? So I'm going to be dispelling the myths of money, hopefully one from a biblical standpoint, and then also a practical standpoint as well. All right, so here we go. I got two verses I'm going to be using to set this foundation, and then we're going to go into different books and methodologies that other people that I have learned from, the revelations that I have received through my walk in the world of finance. Those two are going to be Proverbs and Matthew. So the first proverb is going to read as such. It is Proverbs 21, verse 5. The plans of the diligent lead to profit. So being diligent means actually, staying the course, doing it over and over and over, even if you feel like you're failing, going forward and continuing to do it, being diligent, working on it every single day, being consistent. And then lastly, what it says is, as surely as haste leads to poverty. So if you're not diligent, if the only thing you want is a quick buck, it will surely lead to poverty, or what we see in our world, especially in the Black community ourselves, we see that quick money turns into a lot of other even bigger, worse situations: sin, drugs, things of that nature. And then next is going to be Matthew 25, about the talents. So now here's the myth that we're going to try to bust here as well. And a lot of people fall into this trap, and it was the one revelation that completely changed and revolutionized the way that I look at money now. So Matthew 25:14, we're going to be talking about the talents. All right, here we go. Matthew 25:14. For it will be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and trusting them with his property. To one he gave 5 talents, to another one 2, and another one 1. To each according to their ability. There's another word there just in that itself. But we want to stick with the main topic here. He who received 5 talents went at once and traded with them, and he made 5 talents more. So also he had the 2 talents made 2 more talents. So that person doubled the money. But he who had received the 1 talent went and dug a ground and hid his master's money. Now, after a long time, the master of those servants came and settled the accounts with them. He who had received 5 talents came forward, bringing 5 talents more, saying, Master, you delivered to me 5 talents. Here, I have made 5 talents more. And he also who had the 2 talents came forward, saying, Master, you delivered to me 2 talents. Here I came and made 2 more talents. And his master said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Good job. You have been faithful over a little. I will set you much more. I will set you over much more. Enter the joy of the master. He also had received the 1 talent. So here's the person with the 1. He came forward with the 1 talent. Master, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping, working hard, where you did not sow, and gathering where you scattered no seeds. So I was afraid, and I went and hid your talent in the ground. Here you have what what is yours? So he gave him back the one. But his master answered to him, you wicked and slothful servant. You knew I reaped where I have not sown and gather where I have scattered no seed. You then ought to have invested my money with the bankers, and at any my coming I should have received what is my own with interest. So take the talent from him, and he gave it to him who had 10 talents. So he took that one, gave it to the person who already flipped the first one with the 5. Oh my goodness. For to anyone who has will more be given, and he who has abundance and will be given abundance. But from one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. And cast the worthless servant into the outer darkness. That's wild. In that place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So this is big. The myth itself is that we should save. And the book literally just said it. This is straight from the parable of the talents, from Jesus's mouth. That is the word of God. If you believe as a Christian, if you believe Jesus is God in human form, and fully God, fully human, you would believe that what he says means a lot. So that we don't even have to really get into other books and other places to look and see that there is something about having money and making more money with that money that is very precious to him. He said, I want you to take what I have given you and double it, triple it. And if you don't, then I'm going to give it to somebody else that will. So this is big. These are some huge, huge words that I believe that should, if it's not already, press into your heart, press into your mind. Letting you hear something that has probably never been taught to you. You always hear save. You always hear get your money together, put it away, save it away for emergencies, which actually, that is fairly true. But what else are you doing? Are you just squandering away? What are you doing? And then we have another part of this is that work is always done. And I actually wrote this down because I was listening to a audio book this morning, and it's by DJ DeMarco, which writes the Fastlane Millionaire and also Unscripted. Unscripted is one I was listening to, and he talks about how people have this myth of passive income. He talks about there's no true such thing as passive income. And then he kind of goes back into it, but like, hey, there kind of is, but for the really, you don't need to believe in it until it begins happening for you. In a way of saying, hey, passive income doesn't happen passively. Nobody just jumps in and gets passive income. There's no such thing. It's always worked for. It's always toiled over. And the reason I say toiled because that's another biblical reference to whenever we were perfect in the beginning, without sin in the beginning. Adam and Eve were working in the garden, and it was work, right? We had dominion over this thing. We were told to go and make more, multiply, create from creation things that are ours. And so the reason that that's important is because we're always working, and at that time it was for good. We were taking something and making it good. We were adding value where he allowed us to add value. Toil became after the fall and the sin and all that good stuff, and it became work was hard. Work became hard. It wasn't as plentiful. It wasn't as easy. It was a little bit harder to add value. And I think that we see that today. It is difficult today to add value in the marketplace or add value as a skill and in your own world, in your own path. So let me do that. Guys, this is the live right now for YouTube, but I'm actually going to pull this over to the school. If you've gotten anything out of this is the greatest time right now is to go ahead and check out, maybe even consider joining our school community where we're going to be talking about money, talking about biblical principles of money, mindset, credit, and diving deeper. And this is where I'm going to go a little bit deeper now with my school community and adjust and help them so that they can grow. And I think that you will be pleasantly surprised, pleasantly surprised on how cheap I actually make this for the first 10 people that join. Right now, we're at 2. So we have some great members that are in a community together that's going to help each other grow. And I would love for more and more people to become a part of it. Hear the revelation that's been given to me and hopefully pass this on. I believe that teaching is my skill and is my passion. I love it. And finances is one of those things that I've dove deep into over the past 10 years. And I think I can help change somebody's life within a year, within 4 months. I can completely help you find out, change your mindset, change the skills that you have, and maybe even up the skills that you have to create more value in this thing that we call the marketplace, which is the earth, the world. And I want to help in that way. So if you feel like this is giving you any value, go ahead, consider joining the school. The link will be down below. Let me live. Let me go to live and shoot you guys the link right now. So that is going to be school.com/prosperous network. It's going to be all about building credit, building a financial mindset, building skills that actually bring value to the marketplace, actually lean you towards building wealth for yourself, your future, your family, if that's what you want. So we'll be going through credit repair. We'll be talking about building skills that I in the marketplace called options trading. So we actually went over that last week. So if those that missed out, hey, we're definitely going to continue talking about how to build a new income stream with options trading. Then we're also going to be working on building our credit so that we're in a position that we can maybe create a business, maybe invest in a new house, get into real estate, buying your own property, becoming an owner, creating equity in different investments, or helping other people with their businesses. So if you're not the one type person that really enjoys creating a business, maybe you have a plethora of money, maybe you have credit, maybe you have lines available to you that you can help somebody else grow. You can become an owner on the outside, that's the funding owner, and do it that way. So there's a lot of different ways about getting into investing that a lot of people just don't know about, or they just haven't heard yet. I mean, once you get that revelation, you hear it, you're like, man, let's jump into it. What does it take? What does it look like? And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing with my community and helping them grow a mindset that is going to hopefully change the way that they view the world, especially from the Christian lens. So if you are a Christian, or if you're considering these Christian principles and values, definitely check out the school community. It's in the link in the chat now. But again, I got to get to my people here so that they can ask me questions. And that is all for the YouTube Live. I appreciate y'all for coming out, and enjoy. Have a great day, y'all.